Hey guys, it's Cecilia here. Today we are doing this galaxy look that I'm currently wearing right now, and I did a couple weeks ago. A lot of you guys wanted me to film this because you guys wanted to see how I did it so you guys can wear it for Halloween, which actually means a lot to me because I never thought in a million years someone would actually want to wear my look for Halloween. So, and considering Halloween is my favorite holiday, well, it's not technically a holiday, but holiday of the entire year, it really means a lot. And I guess let's get started.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go in with a Ben Nye cream highlight, and we're going to put that all over our brows to give it a lighter base, because I feel like putting a lighter base down on your dark brows makes the color pigment turn out a lot better. And then we're going to go in with the BH Cosmetics turquoise green color for the main part, well, for most of our brow. And then we're going to go in with a light blue color from the same BH Cosmetics palette, and we're just going to put that on the front of our brow and give it a more gradient feel from the light blue to the green. And then we're going to clean it up with a flat makeup brush and a little bit of a foundation color from Ben Nye in a foundation stack that I have, and I'm just going to clean up the edge of my brows to give it a more crisp feel. After your brows are all cleaned up, we're going to go in with the BH pale yellow color, and then I decided that that wasn't pale enough, so then I went in with the Kat Von D Latest, I think that's how you pronounce it, Latest color in the Shade Bin Light eye palette, and I put that all over my eyes so that the primer wasn't as sticky. And then I went in with MAC Soft Brown just to warm up the crease a little bit before I went in with my pinks. And then I went in with a BH Cosmetics Pale Pink, and then I went in with a light pink, and then I went in with a medium pink, and I went in with a hot pink. I like to build up color as I go, especially when I'm doing a dark smoky eye like this or a colorful smoky eye, because it's easier to add color than to take away color. After I put the pinks in my crease, I went in with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and put that all over my lid so that the colors that I'm using on my lid are more vibrant. And then I went in with the BH Cosmetics Hot Pink again in my crease because I lost a little bit of that color. And then I'm going in with the Sugarpill Poison Plum, and I'm putting that on the outer corner and on the inner corner to give it more of that halo smoky eye look. And then I just blend that out a little bit with my blending brush. And then I add a little bit more color in because I lost a little bit when I blended it, and that's a key factor here, is if you blend, you can pack on a little bit more color. And then for the center of my lid, I am using Kitten Parade and Hotsy Totsy by Sugarpill as well. This is from the Sugar Baby palette, and I'm just putting that on the center of my lid and blending it into the purple. And then I'm going back in with the same brush I used for Poison Plum and just blending it. After this, I will put on my eyelashes off camera because I don't like doing that on camera. And then we're going to move on to the fun part, which is the liquid latex. And it smells really bad, so it's not technically fun. But I'm using the Mehron liquid latex in the flesh color, and I just pour that onto a metal makeup palette. Then after that, I am tearing tissue paper. And the reason why I'm using tissue paper instead of doing multiple layers of latex is because I like doing this a lot better, because it makes the latex edges thicker, so I don't have to do like. Then what I did was I tore a piece of tissue paper to fit my nose, made sure it fit perfectly because the nose part is a little bit tricky, and then I'm just going to lay down a thin layer of latex with my triangle cosmetic sponge, and then I just lay down the tissue paper that I fit to my nose. And then I'm going to saturate that whole entire piece in latex again, and make sure you get the edges first so that they don't rise up, and then you just continue this whole process through the rest of your face. Now the nose is a little bit tricky. You have to be careful to get into like the nooks and crannies of your nostrils. That's the hard part, because if you don't, once you peel it away, it will end up breaking, and then you'll have to go back in with more latex. So you really want to make the nostrils, like the corner of your nostrils, really saturated. Now you're going to take a cosmetic spatula, and I'm just blending out the edges a little bit into my face, and then taking a little bit away so that the edge blend is a lot better and it's not as thick, so that it blends into your skin and your foundation a little bit easier, so it looks more natural, which nothing about this is natural because it's special effects makeup, but you get the point. Now once I got to the side of my neck, I stopped using the spatula because it's really hard to do it at that angle. So once you get down to like your neck, it's not as noticeable with the edge blend, so you don't have to do that. Then once you've done the other side and it's all completely dry, I'm going in with the Ben Nye Cream Contour color because it's a brown, and I'm just going over the latex that's completely dry, and I'm making it brown so it's easier to blend into your foundation color, is what I've noticed, and I've learned that trick from Mikey or Glam and Gore. And then I'm going in with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I'm just doing this all over my face with the Real Techniques dupe for the Beauty Blender. I'm just dabbing that all over. After the foundation is done, I'm going in with the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Concealer, and I believe this is one of the lightest shades they have because I am pale. Well, I was pale when I got it, but I got tan since I've been out here. So I'm just dabbing that in with my finger because I feel like that's the best coverage, and then I'm just gonna blend it a little bit more with the same beauty sponge that I use for my foundation. And then I'm using the highlight shade in the Shade and Light contour kit in Lyric, and then I'm going to go in with the Sugarpill Love Plus and Flame Point as my contour slash blush color. I'm just going to put that in the hollows of my cheekbones and on my forehead, and I'm not going to bother contouring out my chin because half of the jawline is going to be covered in a body paint, so I feel like it's a little bit pointless to do that on the latex, especially when it's really hard to put a powder over top of the latex unless you're using a translucent powder to make it less shiny. Then I'm going to go in with Sugarpill's Kitten Parade and Hotsy Totsy as a cheekbone highlight. They are colored, so it's not technically, it acts as more like a blush color as well. And then I end up going in with Kat Von D's Heavens eyeshadow to just make the highlight a little bit more prominent. Then with my Anastasia brow brush that I used for my brows, because I like the thinness and density that it has, I'm going in with Poison Plum again, and I'm just going to extend the lower lash line below my tear duct, and I'm just going to make it a point, and I'm just going to put this color all along my lash line. Afterwards, I'm just going to blend it out with the same brush I used to pack on the color on my eyelid. And then I'm going to put Hotsy Totsy and Kitten Parade again on the center of my lower lash line. And then I'm going to use the NYX White Pearl Pigment in my inner corner. I used gold before, but I felt like White Pearl was a little bit, it kind of brought the whole look together along with the silver sparkles that I was using on my chest. And then we get to go to the painful part of peeling the latex. Now when it comes to your nose, I recommend using tweezers because there are the nostril little nooks and crannies is what I'm gonna call it. With that, it's difficult to not tear it, so I would be careful and use the tweezers, and then you're just gonna tear it with your hands. That's how it's easier for me to tear it with my hands with the rest of my shoulders and the rest of my face. It's just easier that way because then I don't even have to use a mirror for that. Then we're gonna go in with the Mehron's Paradise Paint in Sky Blue, and you're just gonna put like a circle in the middle of your chest. I feel like it's easier to start from the center and work outwards. When I first did this, I started from the out and worked inwards, and it didn't come out as it was really difficult to end up working with. I eventually got it to how I wanted it. And then we're gonna go in with this muted, I feel like it's a muted purple, but a muted purple. It's same Paradise Paint from Mehron, and I'm using the Tropical palette. And you're just gonna put that all over the rest of the center of your chest and into your armpits. And you would think that me doing body painting for about 10 months now, yeah, I started in January. For 10 months now, you would think I would get a little better at putting in my armpits, but it's still weird to me. And then I went in with the Mehron, then I went in with the Sky Blue that we used in the center. I went over that because when it dried, it wasn't as opaque as I wanted it. And then I went in with the Disguise stick in black, and I like using it just straight from the stick itself because using a foundation brush, it ends up being a little bit more transparent than just using it straight from a stick, and I'm just putting that on all over the rest of the negative space that we have. After you filled in the rest of the negative space, you're just going to take your cosmetic sponge that you tear the edges off, and you're going to stipple the blue color that you used into the purple, and then you're going to stipple the purple into the black, and then you're going to stipple a little bit of the purple into the blue as well, as long as with a darker blue. And I use the Wolf Brothers blue in the Essentials palette as well in this to give it a little bit more texture and a little bit more dimension. And then you're going to speckle white all over your body to give it the illusion of stars. And I used a Disguise stick in white as well. And I just dipped my my toothbrush in water, dragged it across the Disguise stick, and then used my finger to get that speckling feel. And then I took a detailed brush and put a little bit bigger dots and a little bit of the star pattern. And then now I'm taking the Ben Nye Cosmetic glitter in white, and I'm just patting that all over my chest, and I was trying to sprinkle it on, but that wasn't working well. So then I just started patting. And then I'm going in with the Kat Von D LUV liquid everlasting liquid lipstick all over my lips, just to tie in all the purples. Then I'm taking Sugarpill's Frostine and Kitten Parade. I'm doing Frostine first all over my lips, and then I'm going to put Kitten Parade in the middle, and then that's the completed look.
Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys actually learned something new. The only thing that I do suggest if you are going to wear this for Halloween is be careful of rain or sweating or being really hot, because then the paint will actually run down your chest and run off your body, and it'll completely ruin your Halloween look. As well as putting the latex placement in a completely different area of your face. I would probably put it down half my face if I was going to wear this for Halloween, so that I'm able to wear something on my chest and on my shoulders, because then for this you would have to end up wearing a tube top, and I know how annoying that can get when you're going out at night and you're out for quite a bit, and you just have to keep pulling it up, and so that'd be really irritating. I would suggest probably wearing long sleeve strapless if you're going to do this. I'm sure they make those. I'm pretty sure I've seen them here in Germany, so that's what I would suggest, but that's just me. If you guys want to do it just like this, go ahead. If you guys want to change it up, go ahead. And if you do, please send me your pictures if you do end up recreating this, and I'd really love to see them. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good day wherever you guys are, and yeah.